Oh my god.
I can like drive the car up here. Just like, you know, like this.
No.
I'll drive the
I'm not getting it. I'm gonna, you know, open the door. But to quote Skullduggery, pleasant doors are for people with no imagination. Hey guys, it's me, Jessica, and today I'm going to be doing my book awards for 2017, and I am so excited. I've spent like the past hour just like going through all the books that I've read in 2017 and picking out the ones to go for my categories. I have read 44 books in the year of 2017. Now this is kind of a little disappointing for me. I normally read around like 60 to 70 books, and my goal for this upcoming year for 2018 is 50 books. Now I hope to be going over that like by a lot. It's kind of been a hectic year for me. I have been going to school, and both my kind of second and third semesters have been very busy because I've been trying to get all of my credits done so I can get my associate's degree and get the hell out of Dodge. So that's kind of what's been going on during the year. I've also been working as well. I'm working full-time at the moment till I go back to school in January. Well, yes, this month I'm going to be posting it. I'm filming it New Year's Eve. It is literally an hour till midnight and I'm filming this video. So, let's just get on to the video now. Yeah, so we've got 15 categories, I believe, and we've got all of them to get through. And of course I've got my sticky notes to put on my books that I've chosen, and I'm really excited. So let's get going. So the first one is going to be the best male protagonist of 2017, and I'm gonna go with Christopher Herondale from Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare, the second book in the Dark Artifice series. So we're gonna whoop! Just slap that baby on there. There it is, and it will remain in there for the rest of time. I'm picking Christopher because I really enjoyed his development throughout this book. I'm not gonna lie, this book kind of disappointed me. I love Lady Midnight. Not to say that I didn't like Lord of Shadows, but just compared to Lady Midnight, I liked Lady Midnight more than I liked the Lord of Shadows. And so, but I really did enjoy Christopher's arc that he took, that he had within this book, so that's why I'm picking him for the best male protagonist, because he does have chapters from his point of view, so I'm adding him as a male protagonist. So the next category is best female protagonist, and this category is so hard to pick from because there's so many fantastic female protagonists. It's really hard to pick for male because I don't really read a lot of books where the main protagonist is male, or if it's dual point of view, then one of them is male, one of them is female, then I can do that. But I didn't have a lot of that this year, believe it or not. But for female protagonist, this one was so hard to pick from, but I eventually had to pick Feyre from A Court of Mist and Fury. Feyre, like this Feyre in particular. And I'm picking her because her character development is just so amazing and so huge. She goes from like PTSD to like this strong warrior who finds love, and it's just gorgeous and I love it. So I am picking Feyre as the female protagonist of 2017. So yeah, I love this book. This is actually my second copy of the book. I have two copies, this one and one that's on my shelf. And so I love this book. This is one of my favorite books so far in the ACOTAR series. I wouldn't say it's my favorite book by Sarah J Maas, but I would say it could be my favorite book by Sarah J Maas. But I don't know. But she won. Feyre won. So next we have Best Plot Twist of 2017. And so for this, there is one book that just automatically came to mind when I was thinking of this category, and that was And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. The plot twist comes like in the epilogue. Like it's an epilogue plot twist, and it's just so huge and so like everything just clicks together and it's perfect and I love it. And so obviously And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie had to win Best Plot Twist of 2017. So yay for Agatha Christie, you won a category. The next category is Best Cover of 2017. And now looking at all the books I had read, they all had like some great covers, but there's this one, just one, that stands out to me the most, and that is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. Not only did I love this book to pieces, but the cover is just absolutely gorgeous, and based on everything that I had put in for the video for all the awards, the best cover was the only one that really fit with Heartless. I mean, I could have done Catherine for best female protagonist, but I feel like it really like deserved to go to Feyre. But either way, Heartless did win best cover of 2017, and as long as it's in the video, that's good. And I mean, even naked it would still win, because it's just absolutely gorgeous naked too. So I just had to give it. I just had to. So next category is Best Male Sidekick of 2017. Now, there is just one character that I feel like is a great sidekick because he really helps the protagonist. I feel like sidekicks are supposed to help the progression of the protagonist, and there's just one male sidekick that does that better than anyone else that I've read so far, and that is Lazarus of the Mace from the Queen of the Tyrline trilogy by Erica Johansson. I am currently reading the third book. I'm in the middle of reading it. I believe I'm like 140 pages in, and Lazarus the Mace is just such an amazing character. And what I love that Erica Johansson does is that we never get to see anything from the Mace's point of view. I don't think. I can't recall a time when we do see Mace's point of view. And that's something I love because it's all just kind of the mystery that surrounds him. Like, if we did get Mace's point of view, then there wouldn't be so much mystery about him. We wouldn't kind of trust him in a weird, like, kind of ominous, like, he'll get it done kind of way. But I just had to give Lazarus the Mace Best Sidekick of 2017. Male Sidekick of 2017. So, of course, there's a male category, there has to be a female category. So this next one is Best Female Sidekick of 2017. Now this one was a little hard because a lot of the books that I had read, there weren't a lot of kind of female sidekicks that stood out to me. Except for one. One because I absolutely love her. And that would have to be Moore from A Court of Wings and Ruin. And I feel like Moore had a little more of a kind of a significant role, I guess. She's got a lot more kind of emotional moments with Feyre instead of just being Feyre's support like she was in Akamath, yes. So I'm gonna have to give the best female sidekick to Moore. I love her. I love her a lot, and hopefully we get to like learn a little more about her in A Court of Frost and Starlight, which comes out real soon, so I'm excited for that. So the next category is Most Creative Plot or World, and for this one, there was just one book that stood out to me, whereas like this book has to have it. This book is just it fills everything. So that book is Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. I just feel like this world and these characters are so just well created and well developed and well written that I just had to put them in there. And I finished Unravel Me, which is the one book that I did finish for my theme of the month. And Unravel Me just really expanded on the kind of the culture of this world and the way it works, kind of the inner turnings of this world that Tahara Mafi has created. And like Unravel Me was a lot of like Juliet finding her place in the world. Shatter Me is her like discovering herself, and kind of Unravel Me is being like her discovering herself but also trying to find her place in the world. So I have Most Creative World or Plot going to Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. So next we have Best Book to Movie Adaptation of 2017. Now the thing is, I didn't watch a book to movie adaptation this year. There's only one that I can think of, and because there's only one that I can think of, that is the one that wins, and that would be Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. I haven't even seen it yet, but it is the only one that I have any interest in seeing. thus far. So, and since 2017 is coming towards an end, it's the only one that I can add. I will say that I am very excited for Ready Player One, but that's next year, so get ready for next year for that to be in this. But for best book to movie adaptation, I'm going to have to go with Murder on the Orient Express. Now I do want to see the movie, and I feel like it's a movie that even if it doesn't follow the book, I'm gonna enjoy it anyway. Just to see all these actors come together and kind of work together is something I'm interested in seeing. So the next category is the book that would make the best animated film. Now again, it's one that just shot straight into my mind. I was like, this book is the one that would make the best animated film, and that is Wires and Nerve by Marissa Meyer, the first volume in the Wires and Nerve series. That's like a spin-off to the Lunar Chronicles. And I think I even said in my review that this would make a fantastic kind of cartoon, anime, TV show, or film. So it just had to win. It had to win. So I added this next category in myself, and it is Best Graphic Novel or Manga of 2017. And I said this because I read 2 graphic novels and I read 4 mangas this year, which is not normal for me. I normally read like a whole 23 or like 24 book series of manga in 1 year, and I normally do that online, but I didn't do that this year. I read only 4 mangas. But I am going to pick a manga for this category, not graphic novels. I did read 2 graphic novels, but they're like compilations of like short graphic novels, and while those are amazing, they didn't stand out to me as much as this did. And the manga I'm picking is Dictatorial Grimoire by Ayumi Kangao? I don't know how to pronounce that last name. But this manga is absolutely fantastic. I love it. The sad thing is there's only 3, and I've read the first 2, and I just have 1 more left, and it hurts. It hurts a little bit because this has so much potential to be like this huge series, and there's only 3 books. There's only 3 books. That's like, what the heck? Like, they're going through the Brothers Grimm, like the Grimm fairy tale stories, and they've only like scratched the surface. Like, they've literally only scratched the surface of what they could do with like the Grimm fairy tales. But no, there's only 3 books. But I'm giving this one the best graphic novel or manga of 2017. I really enjoyed it, and I really need to get the 3rd one and read it and finish this. So the next category is best action of 2017, and for this book, I'm gonna say it is actually pretty slow because there's a lot of world building, but when there is action, it is so just kind of engrossing, and I just can't stop like listening to it because I listened to this on audiobook, and that book is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, which is going to be a book to movie adaptation, which I still will award this to Ready Player One for the books to movie adaptation because it's more for the movie than it is for the book. But for best action, we're going with Ready Player One because just the action scenes that happen in the Oasis, even out of the Oasis, everything is just so, like, I can't stop listening to it. It's so good. It's, the audiobook is narrated by Will Wheaton, and he's even referenced in the book. It's really funny. But I did enjoy this book. My review for it will be coming out soon. I don't know if it's already out yet. I don't know. I haven't really planned my videos yet. I should do that. But yeah. Ready Player One. So the next category is Best Novella of 2017, and this is kind of this is a joke. This is a joke. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So the best novella of 2017 is Tower of Dawn. Oh my god. Even as I was thinking of this, I was just laughing because it's definitely not a novella, but it was meant to be a novella, and I just, like, I haven't read any novellas this year, so, the one that should be considered a novella, or was going to be considered a novella, gets the award. So Tower of Dawn. I don't know why I find this so funny, I just do. So the next category is Best Standalone of 2017, and if you know me, I don't read a lot of standalones. I read a lot of series and trilogies and duologies and distologies. I read a lot of like long series. I don't really read standalones. So the only one that I really saw on my Goodreads when I was looking at the books I read this year was the Jumby by Pamela Keyes, which is the Caribbean retelling of Phantom of the Opera. And I did enjoy this book. It was a reread for me, and I did enjoy it, but it's the only standalone that I read. So, it's gonna win the best standalone of 2017. And that is that. Alright, so finally we have the last category, and that is the best book of 2017. This book was another book where I just knew without a doubt exactly what book this category won. Like, it was just kind of, I just knew. It's like, the review for that book is my, like, the best review I've ever done, like, I feel like I've ever done, or just the review I enjoy the most. Like, even rewatching, I enjoy it because it's just me literally screaming the whole time. And, that book is Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. Can we talk about how Sarah J. Maas has literally won 4 awards for her characters and for just, like, her writing? So, Sarah J. Maas, you have won Empire of Storms as the best book I've read in 2017. Boom! It is in there. Best book of 2017. I picked this book because it's literally a book I can't stop thinking about. Like, I will think about this book all the time. I'll look at my shelf and be like, oh man, Empire of Storms. And it's not just the ending that still gets me. It's just the journey that everything, like, the characters take and everything that happens. I feel like it's one of the best books in the Throne of Glass series, and my favorite book is actually Queen of Shadows. That one is my favorite in the series, but Empire of Storms, just something about it I just can't get over, and it might be the ending too. But I love this book so much. I love it. I love it. It actually might take the cake for my favorite Throne of Glass. I don't know. When I think about it, I'm like, I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard. Those are all the books of 2017 that won awards, so congratulations to them. Now that we're at the end of the video, I just want to talk about what's to come video-wise and book-wise for me for 2018. So, my goal for 2018 is to read 50 books. Hope to get past 50 books. I want to read more than 50 books, but the limit, or what I want to get to, is 50. I actually have kind of piles over on the side of just like books that I plan to read this month. I already have 2 theme months planned and set to go. I have one in February, so get ready for that. And then I have one in March, maybe. I'm thinking about it. I don't want to do an April because April is my birthday. My birthday's in the month of April, so I kind of just want to leave that to relax and read books as I see fit. So yeah, hopefully I can get videos out regularly this time. I know I've been slacking off a little bit. I know I took like a 3-week hiatus, and I'm kind of sorry about that. Sorry. But it's just been a little crazy. I get home from work and I'm like tired and I don't want to do anything. I don't want to edit. I don't want to film. And I don't want to read, which is a little sad. But I'm going to get over that. And I'm going to force myself to read. And like, I say force myself in the kind of sense that I just like need to sit down and start reading. And then like as I continue to read, it won't feel like I'm forcing myself to read because I'm actually enjoying myself. It's kind of like I have to just force myself to sit down and pick up the book. And then once I pick up the book, I'm enjoying myself. So it's just this whole like kind of mental game. But those are kind of the goals of 2018, kind of reading wise and video wise. I do also want to continue on doing my series of Writing 101. I have ideas for that. I just have to sit down and actually do the research because I want to make sure I'm giving you guys the most information, and doing research for Writing 101 will help me get more information about writing. So I have kind of those ideas floating in my head. I have a speed painting video I have coming out. I think I mentioned it once before in a previous video, and I actually did a speed painting and I literally am almost done editing it. I just need to find like music to put with it, and that's it. So a lot of stuff going on. All these books behind me are books that I haven't read, so I hope to get to these books all this year. There's so many things I want to do, and it's a little overwhelming, but I'm actually really excited to kind of take take the bull by the horns. I'm ready. I'm so ready. So that's all I have for this video. If you liked it, please give it a like and comment down below what books you kind of would put in the categories, like what books you would give awards to that you read in the year of 2017. I almost said this year, but it's literally, where's my phone? It's literally 11:20 and there is like 40 minutes left of the year 2017, which is a little crazy to think about. Just comment down below, I guess. Make sure to subscribe and ring that bell as well, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!